Here's a preview from the latest episode of the One Idea podcast, Marketing Stories for Professional Growth. Bear those 3 stories in mind as we discuss this episode, which is all about knowing when is the right time to ask for more money. For an employee, it means asking or negotiating for a raise, and for a business owner, it is when to raise the selling price of a product or service. Before you start thinking about when you should ask for more money, I suggest reframing the question and instead ask, why do you deserve to ask for more money? In the case of the first story about the employee who felt she deserved a raise, she felt she deserved the raise because she put in a certain amount of time into the company and should be compensated for having spent that time. However, time spent is not a good measurement of value, especially from the employer's point of view. Unless you have a job where the value is time-based, such as maybe a security guard who has to be on duty for a certain number of hours a day, or some very low-level manual work where the number of hours equate to output, most jobs in today's economy do not measure value simply by time spent. Value is instead derived from the quality of work, expertise that's brought to the table, productivity, efficiency, or contribution to the organization. Most modern employers do not value employees just because they put in the time required. Maybe there are some traditional employers who do so, and I know of some who need to see their staff physically working to feel they are contributing. But the reality today is most modern employers value actual contributions to the company, regardless of whether you are a profit driver or a cost center. Profit drivers are roles that have a direct impact on revenue, such as business development, sales, or marketing. Cost centers refer to internal functions that support a business or are operational roles. Essentially, if you solve problems and are not part of the problem, you will be valued, regardless of the time you put in. To listen to the full episode of the One Idea podcast, head over to oneideapodcast.com. or subscribe to the show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, or on your favorite podcast app. Just search for One Idea, ONEEYEDEER, One Idea.